Hi guys, happy Friday.
Hi everybody, I'm Debbie Lee.
I'm Christy Wood. Thanks for joining us. We are going to talk about DDR Prime today. This is the cellular complex because it works so well to help with cellular health.
Well, isn't that where health resides?
It is. This is the foundation of every chronic illness that there is that you have cellular breakdown. Or some major, let me put it that way, some major diseases start at the cellular level. So I'll give you the quick sciencey part of it. The liver itself, what the liver does is it decides what cells stay, they're healthy, they get to go on, and which cells get excreted from the body. So if it's dead, if it's sick, or if it's mutated, the liver should say, nope, you got to go out with the stool. You can't stay in the body. So we've got soluble cells that are floating around our body and the insoluble cells. So the liver says, I'm going to turn you insoluble so we can get rid of you. So that's what the liver is responsible for, and that's called apoptosis.
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 Okay.
So the liver deciding what stays and what goes is apoptosis. And DDR Prime helps with this process, not by doing for the liver what the liver is already supposed to be doing, but it helps to ease the burden on the liver so that the liver can do what God has designed it to do.
Does it do it because it cleans the receptor sites?
It does clean receptor sites, and it helps to it helps the cells, the liver cells, to be able to function at an optimal level. Because the body gets so burdened and bogged down with toxicity. And we put in a lot more junk than our body is able to release at a regular pace. So unfortunately, when we have mutated cells and sick cells that are allowed to stay in the body, and you know, cells reproduce. They have mitosis, they split, and they develop more cells that are like their cells, and that's how we get some of these really bad diseases. Some of the autoimmune diseases and some of the cancers and things are from these mutated cells that were not able to be excreted from the body.
So if it's an overload and the liver just cannot get rid of the bad cells, they're going to reproduce just like any other cell. And that's going to be a double overload, and then they're going to produce compounded.
Right.
Okay.
Which increases the burden on the body.
Right. So one of the ways to assist the liver is through the DDR Prime. Another would be healthy living.
Yes. Don't put so much junk in.
Right.
Yes. But if you notice how much bigger this bottle is than the average bottle, Yara Palm, which we've talked about for the last 2 weeks, is also in a large bottle. And this is because DōTERRA put them in these 30 milliliter bottles because they're so fantastic and they're expected to be used on a daily basis. And for the example, the directions for this is 4 drops twice a day. So if you're taking 8 drops in, say, a 15 milliliter bottle, you're gonna have about a 30-day supply or 31-day supply. And to stretch out that time for those that are really trying to live a healthy life and really do what they can for wellness so they don't get into illness. So they transferred their DDR Prime over to a 30 milliliter bottle for us so that it's more economical and we can use it for longer. We're not every single month needing to buy this
So
product.
would you use this every day of every month, or would you do this intermittently?
So it is recommended to use daily just to help with this apoptosis. If you have a disease already, a cellular disease, such as, here's just some, I'm reading from this book here, The Essential Life. Nerve damage, cancer tumors, thyroid and cellular repair, autoimmune disorders, viruses, or fungal conditions. If you're dealing with any of those,
Granddaddy.
yeah,
Okay, I can have some DDR Prime.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk about that later. But if you're dealing with these, you can use it more often.
Okay.
This recommended dose is a daily maintenance dose.
Okay, maintenance.
Yeah, so
Okay.
with essential oils, because they are plant-based, you can use them more often. They get excreted from the body, but so we're running out of time.
Yes, we are. So I'm going to say real quickly, it's the oil of transformation. And just like what you talked about, letting go of the old way of thinking and bringing in the new way of thinking, you really can't bring in the new without letting out the old. And I don't mean all the old thinking, I'm just the old.
The bad.
Yeah, stinking thinking.
Yeah.
That doesn't serve you well. Stuff that's been brought down generationally in the DNA. It's like, why do I do this? Why is this pattern in my family? And this is a way to stop it. Now, so it's a way for transformation. But over here in the scriptures, and we can use these, as companions. This is Romans 12:2. It says, don't copy the behaviors and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you'll learn to know what's God's will for you, which is good, which is pleasing, and which is perfect. So that's the kind of transformation that we want. And just to think that there's something that will assist in that when we're making a real effort to do that. That's pretty cool.
God has given us so many resources for an abundant life.
He sure has.
All right, praying for you this week. Bye.
Bye-bye.